Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is what they're playing for. The group of six have known they can compete with the big boys all along, and winning a national championship has proven that. But now they've got to do it again and show they can be consistent. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So the Indiana Hoosiers kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking for room, it's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play, and let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick completion on the out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do.
There's a crease. Makes it past the marker. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Cobb. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Brown wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First carry of the season. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. They won their first national championship last year, something I know many in the fan base thought would never happen. And now, also for the first time, they're the hunted. How do you handle that over the course of the season?
You got to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Preston. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
Trying to take it back. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Henby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
On target. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Running inside, it's Richard. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Preston. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously, huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously, you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fakes to grab. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
The Hoosiers take their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. The run inside. It's Richard. Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got his man on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he puts through the extra point. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. New set of downs after the completion. Direct snap. Maybe some room here. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Oh, what a caught! Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. The snap sets up to throw. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads it left. Got a man, it's Marsh. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
With the catch, it's Marsh. Turning it on. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He'll try to do it himself. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Brown will throw it. Dances away to buy time. He's going to fire to the left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now the Tigers will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Richard. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find. There he goes!
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. The run inside. It's Cobb. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Kane. Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Unloads quickly. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time...
There's some room. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Makes the catch. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Dumps it off in the flats. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Rushes on him. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's shot. Ripping through the defense. Runs through a man. He might have space. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
Love the route there by the tight end and man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. He's going to fire deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, we're watching a quarterback duel here. Both of these guys are absolutely slinging it every time they're on the field. Now it's this guy's turn, and he's taking advantage of the opportunities. This defense has not had an answer for him. They're not getting enough pressure on him. When he has this kind of time, he is just going to carve you up.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Fights off a defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Picks up the 1st down. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter. This defense will start the 4th on its heels. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. He marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
the first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Brown wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Makes a move. Can they catch him? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Hoover. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Get it out on the screen. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
I was ready for this 4th down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
He's looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And they cannot afford to lose this guy. Such an important part of their running attack. We'll have Holly check on his status. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
You just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big 3rd down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on 4th down.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Headed to the edge, it's Cobb. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Now the pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And they'll just down it right there.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Scanning the field is Hoover. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. 1st and 10 from the 40. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
going for it all. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins.
Makes the grab in their space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.